Hello, my name is Ioana Petrescu and I'm an international supervillain. And these are my minions. In today's episode, I make new lifelong friends, we talk about sustainable happiness, I go to a concert in Germany with 44,000 people, and there I go on dates and discover what Germany has to offer. In episode 3, I talked about the metaphor of circles of people in our lives.
Cercul din mijloc este your inner circle, apoi friends, apoi acquaintances.
Well, in the past 2 months, 2 people have traveled surprisingly fast from the outer circle to the very inner circle. Serin and Victor.
Așa, drăguțor, deci, proiectul ăsta, hai spuneți că... Hai, mă! Eram pregătit...
doar cu speciala asta noastră, așa, cu specială, nu, așa, emoția asta.
Eu prețuiesc prietenia voastră.
Și eu, foarte
Cu
mult.
toții prețuim.
Asta da, e exact. Plecăm de la premisa că prețuim această
Asta este
prietenie.
Biblia noastră, că ne prețuim unii pe alții.
Bun, mai departe,
Da,
după ce
putem
știm că ne prețuim unii pe alții.
I met them through Adrian Picioara, sunetistul și compozitorul meu de suflet.
Bună seara! Ce faci, Victoria, și te-ai tu serii? Ce bine arăți, băi!
Vrei să vezi, da?
Da.
Deci prima dată vii aici cu umărul,
Da.
pac, serii se lasă pe spate. Pac și lotul.
Acum tu, hai!
Pac.
Este că tu încerci să ridici.
Dar arată cum ai adus-o pe serii în ziua aia pe umăr, te rog.
Da, cum să nu?
Seri, deci aia a fost...
Asta?
A fost momentul... Deci acel moment cât serii a apărut așa și zâmbea, deci eu nu mai puteam.
Cu cărți întregi de amintiri.
And we started to talk this year when they asked me to join them for a project they were doing for the European Committee about Z generation. And we did it! This is Cindy. More about her in a moment. We put together a team of 20 people. We had 2 very intense days of shoot and we edited during the night. We also had a premiere of our film and a speech at the end.
Registered what they have contributed.
O idee la care nu mă gândisem până acum. Prin filme și prin regie pot să schimb lumea.
Serin is an iconic diva and a professional sweetheart. Victor has the entrepreneurial spirit in his veins and he's a brilliant performer.
Best lesson in the universe!
His whole life is a performance.
Spectacol cu apă! Deci țin cartoful, da?
Da.
Și pe degetul ăsta fac așa, zap, 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 zap. 8 felii în total.
Roata morii se învârtește,
Zap, zap, zap,
inima se chinuiește,
zap, zap, zap,
morărița-i cu fuiorul
zap, zap, zap,
și fuiorul-i toarce dorul.
zap, zap, zap. Ia povestește, Ioana, ce ai făcut tu la cursul de la Dales de actorie?
Do you remember about the acting class I started in January?
M-am înscris la cursul de actorie de la Dales Go, ținut de Andreea Elena Vasile.
In the beginning, we had so many acts that we were supposed to make the longest theater play in the history of our school.
Nu sunt supărată.
Asta, Andra, dar știi cum e?
I had one play to do with Naim, my colleague from Tajikistan.
Sunt total șocat și mai avea și cheile de la casa mea.
He didn't really speak Romanian, but he wanted to learn while he was acting.
Ai reluat legătura cu el?
Nu, nici când.
Păi, așa s-ar zice.
Dacă spun că nu.
That was an interesting challenge. He had to play my husband in a scene where somebody would walk and break into our home.
Parcă intră cineva. Cineva intră la noi în casă și are și cheile. Visezi?
My second play was with Ekaterina, this very charming girl, and we had to play 2 lesbian truck drivers that fall in love. My play with Eka was very complex, and we took rehearsing very seriously.
Băi, nașpa! Cred, dar tu nu mă asculți, a fost nașpa! Tu nu mă asculți, pentru că...
We rehearsed everywhere. We rehearsed at the restaurant. I even rehearsed with her while I was in Lisbon.
Ai câștigat trofeul pentru cea mai nasoală gagică a tuturor timpurilor cu care poți
să ieși la întinere.
I am the champion, my friend!
Felicitări!
Merci.
Now, what happened to our play? Well, first, the company Dallas Go is a complete disaster, so they only gave us one option for when we could play, but nobody in our really big group could do it at that time. But plot twist, Serin and Victor came and saved us, and they offered us to play on a real stage at Cuibul Artiștilor. Never in my wildest dreams I would have imagined playing on a stage that big, and it was a room with 350 seats. You'd think the problem was solved, but no, because people slowly started to give up on playing. I asked Eka if she still wants to do it. She said yes. So instead of the longest theater play in the history of our school, we're gonna do the shortest theater play in the history of our school. We were gonna have just one 15-minute act. But then we talked to Lindsay and she offered to do a warm-up for us, so we would have the play a little bit longer. Et voila! The big day arrived.
În această seară, la ora 7:30, o să am debutul meu ca actriță. Mă duc și ce dacă o să mă fac de râs? Și ce dacă nu o să iasă bine? Și ce dacă o să-mi uite replicile? I don't care. Și ce dacă renunță toată lumea? Și ce dacă e o singură piesă de teatru de 15 minute? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be there. And I'm gonna be the best lesbian truck driver that I can be. Când am de ales între două opțiuni, mă interesează cel mai tare opțiunea care o să-mi aducă the most growth. What is gonna grow me the most? O să cresc în momentul în care o să zic nu din frica de a mă face de râs sau cresc în momentul în care mă urc pe o scenă și am o experiență de a mă face de râs și de a vedea cum e acel sentiment. Bună, Andy, ce faci?
Ce faci?
Bine, am debutul meu ca actriță seara asta.
Foarte bine.
Da. Tu ce faci azi? E ultima ta zi?
Da.
Wow!
Ai venit de
Oh, știam că e. Uite, el este Andy. Andy, prietenul de la Mega Image. Cât îți dau? 15? There we go! Ciao, Andy!
The most emotional moments that day were the moments right before the show started.
Deci, vezi, pentru că eu piesa asta în serios aproape că te iubesc.
Eu și Eka.
Dar, like, nu așa, like, sexual. Deși probabil dacă mai trece suficient timp cu nous.
Băi, Eka, băi! Cred că și eu încep să te iubesc pe tine.
Nu, că le și...
Cu 3 minute înainte să începem, ce o să se întâmple?
3 minute înainte să începeți, o să simțiți că nu mai știți nimic, că nu mai știți textul. Ce vreau să vă zic este că e absolut normal.
And we begin.
Tu nu mă asculți, pe foarte nașpa. Bune, mai taci! Calmar, atunci cred că să te iau la 4 sau 5? Nu știu, 6?
Probabil o să fiu ocupată toată ziua, chiar nu știu cum să termină. Nu știu, cred că cel mai bine... Hai, ne vedem, salut, ne vedem mai târziu.
Hei, Cora! Hei, Claire! Hei! Hei, ce faci? Hei! Ce faci? Da. Termină! Nu mă pot controla, e peste puterile mele. M-am îndrăgostit de tine, n-am ce faci, asta e.
Claire, Claire, sunt cea mai bună prietena ta din toată lumea. Și nu prea înțeleg ce faci, despre ce vorbești, ce paștele mă să-i faci. Doamne ferește, tu ești cea mai bună prietena mea. Și ce faci? Și ce faci acum? Ăsta nu e locul care să te joci, de care să-ți bați joc. Și nu te-ai jucat, ți-ai bătut joc. Și nu poți să faci asta. Pentru că vrei să știi ceva. Și tu ești pentru mine singurul lucru care mă face să mă simt bine și care mai are un sens în lumea asta. Și acum strici totul făcând asta și spunând că ești îndrăgostită de mine. Și acum nu mai are sens. Deloc și nici nu mă simt bine. Ți-ai bătut joc de singurul lucru bun, frate, pentru că suntem prieteni și există o limită pe care prietenii nu o pot depăși. Și tu ai depășit-o.
Because the play was so short, nobody got bored, and everybody wanted more. After our performance, my friends and family came and they showed me lots of love, and they hugged me again, and again, and again. I don't think I was hugged that much in my whole entire life, but I do not complain because I love hugs.
Sincer să fiu, ca să obțin toate lucrurile pe care mi le-am dorit până acum, a trebuit să învăț să fac lucruri care nu-mi plac. Îmi e ușor să-mi spăl vasele, îmi e ușor să fac curat, îmi e ușor să spăl rufele. Pot să fac contracte când am clienți și trebuie să fac contracte și toată partea legislativă. Și toate lucrurile care trebuie de rezolvat, fiecare săptămână, fiecare zi, de răspuns, de trimis, fac, toate lucrurile să le fac. În afară de un singur lucru. Când vine lucrul ăsta în fiecare lună de făcut, efectiv mă blochez. Mă blochez și mă deprim. Și anume, contabilitatea. Când am de făcut contabilitatea, parcă vine să mă strângă cineva de gât. Am zis, ok, mă apuc de contabilitate și îmi vedeam că tot amân. Și cu cât mă gândeam mai mult că urmează să fac contabilitatea, cu atât simțeam cum încep să transpir așa de stres puțin. Și cu cât nu o făceam, cu atât începeam să devin mai stresată. O, Doamne, nu ți-ai făcut contabilitatea, trebuie să-ți faci contabilitatea, fă contabilitatea. Eram un lac de transpirație și de stres toată ziua. Apoi, pe măsură ce trecea timpul, simțeam și că, uite, trece viața pe lângă mine și au început să mă apuce gânduri foarte negre pe care nu le-am mai avut de foarte mult timp, probabil de ultima dată când mi-am făcut contabilitatea. Trece viața pe lângă mine, uite ce faci tu cu viața ta, nu ești deloc de folos umanității, ai o simplă contabilitate de făcut. Dacă tu nu poți să-ți faci contabilitatea, crezi că o să faci vreodată lucrurile mari pe care ți le dorești în viața asta? Vrei tu să câștigi Oscar pentru un film făcut în limba română? Păi dacă tu nu poți să-ți faci contabilitatea, cum crezi tu că o să reușești să faci asta peste 30 de ani? Nu vei putea să faci asta. You're a failure. Urmează să fac contabilitatea. Încă nu mi-am făcut contabilitatea. Asta era un pep talk. Asta era un pep talk. Urmează. Acum mi-am printat-o. Mă pun la masă și cred că mai mult de o oră nu mi-a.
6 hours later.
Yep. Nu am reușit. Nu am făcut contabilitatea. Sunt efectiv blocată. Sunt blocată în contabilitate. Nu mă pot apuca. Dacă în tot timpul ăsta în care m-aș fi îngrijorat și m-aș fi stresat, m-aș fi pus la birou și aș fi făcut, până acum ar fost de 10 ori gata. Doar că stau, mănânc rucola și roșii cherry de stres, which is actually really good, și procrastinez. Hello, my name is Ioana Petrescu, and this is me in one of my dark moments. Am perderile trase, stau aici și mă stresez că nu mi-am făcut contabilitatea, dar nu o fac. Oare să trebuie să e momentul ăsta dificil în viață? I guess we'll find out.
But this is how it usually happens. You procrastinate until you reach that point where you say no more and you get your shit together and just do it. So at 11 p.m. that evening,
oficial mi-am terminat contabilitatea. Mâine trebuie să duc acest plic doamnei Copcealău.
I used to be so hard on myself in the past when I had moments like these, when I was simply stuck. And I would be stuck for days, maybe even weeks. And the voice in my head would get so dark, but not anymore. And I recently had a conversation with my good friend Diana about this.
I've never felt better in my life.
I know what you mean. That's the same feeling I have too.
Da?
Da, I don't know. Nu știu, poate perioada asta sau ceva. Dar ideea e că din toți anii de până acum I say, băi, I never felt like this before, știi?
La fel simt și eu. Ce chestie. Da, și la fel simt și eu. M-a ajutat foarte mult terapia pe care am făcut-o în trecut. Nu știu, it's good. I'm happy.
Mai faci terapie sau ai făcut?
Nu mai fac, că nu, momentan ajunsesem într-un punct în care mă duceam la terapie și trebuia să găsesc probleme ca să le discutăm, că nu mai aveam ce să mai zic. I'm good. But I have a problem. Yeah, yesterday the landlord a venit, doamna proprietară, și m-am supărat. Wow. Hai să discutăm. Nu mai avem ce să mai discutăm, că sunt ok, m-am înțeles. Nu știu, m-a ajutat foarte mult. Știu cum să-mi gestionez stările, știu să accept faptul că life isn't perfect și că sunt zile în care lucrurile nu sunt super roz și să accept și să nu mă mai judec atât de tare. I'm really easy on myself. Am învățat să nu mai iau validarea din alte locuri și să mă validez singură și în momentul în care fac o chestie, să nu mă duc la mama să-mi zică bravo. I don't care about that anymore. That was a big thing for me, că dacă eu îmi puneam, făceam toată munca asta și după aia, mama, uite ce am făcut. Și mama, poate în momentul ăla avea o zi proastă și zicea, da, bravo, știi? Eram ruined. My life was just ruined. Și acum ce fac? Uite ce fac, mă duc aici pe tablița asta și scriu eu o singură congratulations, știi? Scriu, bravo, baby girl. Așa îmi zic, good job, baby girl. There's only one person that needs to be proud of you, and that is yourself. I need to be proud of myself. Dacă fac un video, I need to like it. I don't care about my mom. I don't care about anybody. I need to like it, and I need to like it the most. I need to be like the happiest of that result. And this, și asta m-a ajutat așa de mult. Nu știu, să dacă nu fac, să zicem, nu știu, nu mă duc la sport într-o zi, I'm not like, nu te-ai dus, cum ai putut? Dacă nu mă țin de lucrurile pe care mi le-am propus, nu mai sunt, I'm not that hard on myself, știi? I'm easier on myself. I'm kinder to myself. I forgive myself. Știi cum mă iert? Gen așa mă iert. That's gone. În trecut...
In the hustle culture that we live in, it's a rather unpopular opinion to take it easy on yourself and not put a lot of pressure on yourself. And I think you can achieve great things even though you are not productive every day. If you're having a hard time taking things easier and you put a lot of pressure on yourself and it's very hard for you to enjoy the darker moments, I have something for you, so stay till the end.
This is not a productivity course.
One of my priorities as I grow older and as life goes by with an astounding speed is to spend more time and to have shared experiences with the people that I care about the most, my friends and family. That is why I booked a trip to Frankfurt to go to a concert with my 3 cousins, Julia, Mimi and Oana Kosinski. Let me take you through my trip. After I landed, I took an Uber and my driver Mohamedullah prepared me for my time in Germany.
Hello, Ioana from the future. So, we are learning some German.
Yeah.
First word, hallo.
Hallo. Ja.
Good. Second,
Wie geht es dir?
wie geht es dir is how are you? Wie geht es dir?
Mir geht es gut, danke.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Your name is
Mohamedullah.
Okay, this is a new language. This is a whole
Exactly.
different pronunciation.
Yeah. Or you can just say Fazli. Fazli is my
That's a
second name.
completely different name.
Yeah.
Mohamedullah.
Fazli.
Fazli. Mohamedullah. Oh, that's my cousin. Look at her.
Okay.
Isn't she lovely?
I was supposed to go with all 3 of the Kosinski sisters, but Julia Kosinski and Mimi Kosinski couldn't make it, so it was just me and Oana Kosinski.
Bună ziua, it's in Romanian. It's our language.
Okay.
Hello. Good evening.
When we were kids, me and Oana, we used to be pretty close, but 15 years later, Oana is now a doctor and I cannot pretend I know who she is anymore. And this is something I often think about. Just because we used to know someone in the past, it doesn't mean we know them now. And people do this to me as well. Just because I have a similar voice and I have a similar laugh, it doesn't mean I am the same person. But this doesn't really apply to everybody. Some people really don't change that much in time. And that's something fascinating because the people that don't change, the people that have the exact group of friends from when they were 18, they visit the exact places, they have the same beliefs as when they were 18, they tend to project that onto the people that have changed and the other way around. Because we do not see the world as it is, but as we are. I have no plans for this trip other than to spend time with my cousin and get to know who she is now. I tagged along for all sorts of activities she wanted to do in Frankfurt. We went together and we tried the green sauce.
Oana Kosinski being the happiest girl in the world. Are you the happiest with your green sauce?
Most happiest ever.
That sauce is the best thing ever, I swear to God.
What do we think?
It's It's very yummy. It tastes like strawberries with cream.
We took the boat down the Main River.
And faith after the Reformation.
Johann Wolfgang.
Oana, cum te simți după turul ăsta? Linită, emoționată.
And from the Main River, we were able to see Manhattan.
Als die Fußgängerbrücke.
Later that night, we ended up living our Sex and the City fantasy, Frankfurt edition.
Oana, I think we made it to Manhattan.
We totally did.
Do you think? Kind of looks like it.
Yep.
We are in Manhattan. Are you gonna give me your hand? Do you want to run through Manhattan with me? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And we couldn't go to Manhattan without climbing to the 55th floor of Main Tower.
Somewhere over the rainbow. Look! Oana! Este coada de la turnul Manhattan!
Main Tower. Easy! Oh my god!
Oana, tot ce mi-am dorit a fost un shared experience with you and I feel like we're living it.
Did you get it?
I feel like we are getting it as we speak.
We are.
Look at this.
And I really had the time to stay and talk with Oana.
Păi ții minte, Oana, că ți-am zis că te iubesc la 13 ani și după aia mi-ai închis telefonul?
Nu, nu țin minte și doar că repeți, nu o să-mi amintesc.
Știi oamenii în conversații care îți spun un lucru, de exemplu, îți fac o referință culturală. Turnul din Pisa, știi? Ce turnul din Pisa? Turnul din Pisa! Explicăm ce e turnul din Pisa. Turnul din Pisa și nu înțelegi. și adică tot repetă ideea pe care, sau conceptul pe care l-au spus prima dată,
Da, dar poate
nu ți-l explică.
insistând o să se deblocheze o amintire.
Dar nu se deblochează niciodată. Ever nu se deblochează.
Stai bine?
Just perfect. Ajută-mă să mă ridic, că m-am blocat.
Ok.
Oana,
Eu.
după toți acești ani, trebuie să-ți arăt la ce am lucrat. Ești pregătită? Da. Ce zice?
Ioana Petrescu's People List.
Pe pagina numărul 15.
Ok.
Și pe pagina 16 avem pe Iulia Kosinski și pe pagina 17 avem pe Mimi Kosinski. Ce mi-aș dori în această călătorie? Mi-aș dori să pot să feel this table out. Și anume, să știu toate lucrurile astea despre tine. Personality type.
INFJ.
INFJ? Eu sunt NFJ. Oana!
Suntem exact.
Love language. Services. Că ai o musculiță, vezi și în poza asta vii musculițele la tine. Uite, mai aici o rubrică. Rubrica I want to remember.
Așa.
Lucruri pe care le-am făcut împreună. Adică să zicem, dacă mâine murim, care sunt lucrurile pe care vreau să mi-aduc aminte împreună cu tine. Toate conversațiile noastre telefonice, în care tu îmi povesteai despre iubiții tăi din Câmpul Lung. Și eu ascultam cu venerație toate povestile tale. Îi spuneam, Oana este idolul, în fine.
Eu doar povesteam despre heartbreak-urile mele și iubirile neîmpărtășite.
Ai fost idolul copilăriei mele. Zi și tu acum.
Tot așa, când vorbeam despre despre poveștile tale cu iubiții tăi.
Ce povesteam eu? Ce iubiți? What are you talking about?
Când povesteam.
Despre ce vorbeai?
un jurnal.
Încă am un jurnal, Oana.
Da, de copilărie și povesteai despre iubiței tăi. Era nu știu ce băiețel și te-ai dus tu la el și ți-a spus că ai mustață.
Oh my god! Dar chiar mi-a zis că am mustață?
Mi-ai zis tu că ori ți-a
Cred că
zis
am inventat,
el,
nu
ori
cred că mi-a zis.
Țin minte că mi-a povestit cu Thibaut când a fost și tu aveai 14 ani și te-ai dus la el să-l saluți.
13 aveam.
Când am fost la mare, la Sfântul Gheorghe și notam de sub apă și tu tot săreai și când săreau chiloți de pe tine. Și am văzut tot, țin minte.
Ai văzut tot? Am o altă rubrică, They Dream Of.
Ce I dream of? Visez foarte mult să fiu un doctor bun ca să ajut oamenii și vreau foarte tare să fiu fericită. Asta e sub umbrela de a fi fericită. Vreau să lucrez foarte mult la self-acceptance, self-love, self-improvement, goal, a future goal. Și să mă bucur de lucrurile mici, să nu mă mai cramponez, să nu mai fac planuri, să nu trăiesc în viitor, să trăiesc în prezent.
The reason we went to Frankfurt in the first place was to go to the K-pop flex.
Oana Kosinski!
Ce trupe o să mai fie mâine?
O să fie IVE, Mamamoo, NCT Dream.
Wow! Sounds dreamy, man! Câți ani au oamenii ăștia care cântă?
Sunt mici, cel mai mic cred că are vreo 16 ani.
O să trebuiască să dansăm într-un anumit fel?
Nu! O să avem scaun, o să stăm pe scaun.
O să stăm pe scaun?
A night where 44,000 K-pop fans gather to sing and dance to the catchy beats of Korean pop music. I've never been to a concert this big before, and I was shocked to see how 44,000 people were screaming at the top of their voice, while these tiny little Korean boys in super tight pants were dancing to the catchy beats. During the concert, Juana kept asking me, Juana, what do you think? What do you think about the concert? What do you think about K-pop? It was my first ever interaction with K-pop. I've never been to a K-pop concert before. So as I was watching, a million thoughts were firing through my brain. The first thing that was going through my head was this podcast that I listened to with Stephen Bartlett, where he had this very interesting theory. He said that if we would erase the minds of everybody that is on the planet right now, of every human, so we would get a chance at rebuilding this world, we as humans, we would probably reinvent science again. We would rediscover evolution. But his theory was that we would rediscover evolution, but constructs and concepts like marriage and religion would probably disappear. But I do not agree with his theory. I think the very first humans would do would be to figure out God and religion. I think religion and the longing for the absolute are the very essence of being a human. And this concert was exactly proving my point. What I had in front of my eyes was a religious manifestation in full bloom. We just don't call it that way. What people experienced in the catacombs when Christianity was just emerging hasn't died. It exists today. The modern version of this is a concert. The point is that if we don't pray to a god, we will create one, because we're not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. We are infinite beings and we cannot be filled with finite things. That is why this really explains why we always need more. We are never satisfied by anything on this earth. We are never satisfied by the amount of money, the amount of possessions, the amount of people, the amount of resources. We always need more. We always need more love, more orgasms, more. Because we are infinite and we want something infinite that is going to fill the infinite inside of us. One of my favorite moments at the concert was when I went to the bathroom.
O nouă zi în orașul Frankfurt, trebuie să-mi recuperez verișoara Oana Kosinski. Ia să vedem unde este ea. A spus-o această piață. Seamănă cu piața Obor foarte tare. București, Frankfurt, tot pe acolo.
Alo!
Bună dimineața!
Bună dimineața, domnișoara mea, cousin.
Hello,
de unde
cousin.
sunteți?
Hello, cousin. I am right here. Sunt chiar aici în piață, dar unde te găsesc? Deci pe unde am intrat, acolo ești, da? Bine, haide că vin acum. Ok, wow, câți blonduți, hai că am văzut foarte mulți blonduți. Oh my god, this is Blonde Fest. This is freaking Blonde Fest. Germany, I love you, Germany. Oh my god, another blondie. He's looking at me, Lana.
I find the idea of having a type very interesting. But what I find even more fascinating is why do we have a type? What makes us be drawn to certain physical features?
By this point, I learned the Damon's type. Not too tall, preferably a little bit shorter. Buzz cut, really short cocalar cut here.
Yes.
Brunette.
Yep.
5 o'clock shade.
Ooh.
Build up, a little bit of tattoo here and there. Maybe some military style.
I always say I'm into blonde guys with no beard that look like tanned, beautiful dolphins. But in reality, I don't have an actual type because attraction has nothing to do with physical features. And the fact that almost all my boyfriends were brunettes proves that point. And since Juana went through the second day of K-pop festival for which I didn't have a ticket, I had the whole day for myself and I had to choose what I'm going to do with my time. So I chose dating.
Good morning, everybody. I'm here again on OkCupid. So I have... Oh, another boy replied. I like OkCupid because it's not Tinder. Tinder is kind of trash. Oh, another message. The boys are messaging. So my dating prospects for today in Frankfurt. What I want, so let me share my fantasy. My fantasy is I meet this blondie. I want a blondie. I want a beautiful blondie with no beard. That's just gonna take me on an adventure. He's gonna take me on the tiny streets of Frankfurt. He's gonna tell me how he doesn't eat Wurst anymore because he's now a vegan. He's gonna tell me how he surfs in Portugal during the summer, and we're gonna see how much we have in common over eating the green sauce specific to Frankfurt. Then I'm gonna hug him, good night, and I'm gonna go home and sleep. Is it too much to ask for?
The night before, I went through all sorts of message requests from my potential dating prospects.
Alt mesaj în germană foarte lung. How are you and how are you getting through this strange time? Where does your magical smile come from? What do you do to pass the time? May learn more about the most beautiful woman in the southern Milky Way. Here and now, or by means of smoke signals, messages, and a bottle of carrier pigeons. See you soon. Kind regards, Frederick.
See you soon.
Frederick, you broke my heart a little bit.
After I swiped right and left, I had to make a decision.
Number 1, we have Omer. The problem with Omer, he doesn't match my Blonde Fest fantasy. But he looks really interesting. Like, he looks so interesting. Then we have Blondie number 1, Mati. And he is the perfect blondie. Look at that. Ooh. What do we say to Omer? Wanna hang out then? Should I even reply? I don't know, because I'm afraid. I know what's gonna happen. Omer, he's gonna be very charming. He's gonna have that brunette spiciness that really gets me. He's gonna be like all flirty and passionate, and I'm gonna fall for Omer. And Mati. Let me give Mati a chance.
And when I almost gave up on dating in Frankfurt, this interesting guy shows up. And he asked me out on a date. So I gave him my number.
Hello.
Hola. No.
Hello. Hi, Fabi.
Fabi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you. Ioana.
Yes, that's correct. That's my name.
He was very chatty.
So I don't know. Tell me something. What means you live your life? Where are you in Frankfurt City? Why it's your last day? Where are you going?
It's my last day because I was here just for a concert that happened yesterday.
No, which one? Teddy?
He asked me lots of questions.
Okay, I have one question, Ioana.
Yes, Fabi.
What do you think about Corona? You like dogs. Is it your first time in Frankfurt?
It's my first time in Germany. Can you imagine that? Yes, it's my first. This is my first German experience. This is my first. If hypothetically we go on a date, this will be my first date in Germany. This is a pretty big deal.
Oh my god! Imagine going on the first day, the first time in Germany in a spa. I don't hear any accent. Your English is pretty well.
Your English is pretty well too.
I think mine is basic. Yours is pretty well.
Aww.
There's no accent. You're from Romania, right?
Yes, in Romania we do not have accents.
How long you need to regain?
So what are you saying? What are you inviting me to?
I never had a first date in a spa. We can try this if you want to.
Yeah, that sounds. But the spa, how is it? Is it like with jacuzzis and stuff, or how? Or is it like dark? Is it like dark with like you cannot see anybody and there are like people touching your body?
Which one would you prefer?
No, I want the PG-13 spa, please. Oh. But if we go to the spa, what are we gonna talk about, Fabi?
About naked body or something? I don't know.
You want to do an anatomy on me at the spa? This is what you're saying?
I mean, it's...
Are you a biologist?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Maybe my hobby is being a biologist sometimes.
Okay.
But just to inform you, or just to let you know, we are in Germany here, and in Germany, spa means you have to go inside fully naked. It's not allowed with something else.
Wait a moment. This is an important detail, Fabi.
No, it's totally different, right?
Wait a moment. Wait a goddamn moment. Wait. This is not what I signed up for.
Oh, is it normal you before you have a date or something with a stranger, you call or something? Is it?
But don't you think it's weird to meet with someone if you don't even know you like talking to them?
To be honest, this is the first time for me I talk like on the phone before.
But isn't this cool? I think it's really dope to know. Like I wouldn't go meet with someone.
Cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't go meet with someone if I don't laugh with them over the phone. If it's boring, because then I meet them.
Oh really?
Yes, I would never. I would never do that. I would never meet with someone like that.
Wow. Even in your country?
Yes, like you cannot judge someone by a picture. It's the vibe. It's all about the energy. It's the brain energy. Soul connection.
What about your wife?
He really liked talking on the phone, so I had to take matters into my own hands.
I have more questions.
What about I mean, it's almost 8 p.m. What about we just leave the house and you ask me all the questions in person?
So I left my place and went to meet him.
On my way to meet Fabian now. We're meeting at this train station. I like it. It's very cinematic.
After we met, we took his car and we went for a walk in the forest where he told me what he wants to do with his life.
If you have a dog, you have to be like this. Hi. It's your camera.
Yes. Thank God Luna is white, because if she would be black, how would you find her, Fabian?
The guy turned out to be a vegan.
Doesn't eat wurst anymore because he's now vegan.
So we went to get vegan pizza while he showed me the best views in Frankfurt.
Oh.
See?
Well, yes.
It's nice, right?
Yes.
It's like Little Manhattan.
It's really nice.
He played me his favorite music and he asked me if I could sing. I did 10 years of music, so I said yes I can. And in the past, when usually somebody would ask me, hey, you want to sing something for me? I would be all shy, but not anymore. When somebody asked me that, I'd just go for it. So I kind of did for him a harmony. I recorded something on my phone and then I did this duet for him. And I still have the recording. Let me do it now. It was a Romanian Christmas carol. I was like, are you down for a Romanian Christmas carol? And he said, go for it. So I went for it. Nu mai sta flori, sunt albe flori de măr. Colinda flori, sunt albe flori de măr. Omul bun ne va primi și cu drag ne va cinsti. După datini colinda, la mulți ani noi vă urăm. So I played him this song. He was like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. Didn't you just do a harmony? It was really sweet.
Good morning, everybody. I have to pack my bags and leave to the airport. But I cannot believe I lived my perfect blonde fantasy. Oh my god, this guy was so cute. Ooh. He picked me up from the train station. Him and his dog. And his dog, do you know the moment in 101 Dalmatians when the dogs kind of come and they wrap around the people? His dog kind of wrapped around me. It was so lovely. And he gave me this warm hug. Oh my god, I had such a lovely night. But now, back to reality. I have to pack my bags. I'm gonna go to Bucharest. My exhibition is right now taking place as we speak.
And this is how my trip to Frankfurt ended and how I got back to Bucharest and went to see my exhibition.
Ești pregătită, Isa, pentru cea mai mare expoziție a vieții tale? Haide să vedem. Ia uite.
For everybody that couldn't make it to my exhibition, I have a surprise for you. You can officially see the film My Criteria online. And since my film is about how to make happiness a routine instead of a goal, I created a course that will help you do just that.
This is not a productivity course. Other names for this course: productivity, fuck it course, productivity isn't everything course, or what comes before productivity course. Let's begin. What is the structure that encourages you to be happy every day? To make happiness a routine rather than a goal. This is what you are going to learn in this course. Let's get started.
The film is part of the course, and if you want to access both, if you want to access this course, you have to answer correctly the question, what is the opposite of the fixed mindset? And put the answer of this question in the comments. Let's talk about my outfit. This outfit is inspired by my K-pop experience and by my reflections on how we as humans are longing for immortality and we have very religious tendencies. Because our desire to transcend this world is often reflected in our obsession with physical perfection and beauty. But we can look as perfect as we want. We can put as many diamonds we want on our head or our body. This is not going to help, and this is not going to fill our inner void. Because the constant need to make the exterior, our exterior appearance, look perfect is just a cry of the interior. The more you care about what is on the outside, the more it shows how little you have on the inside. What we need to do is to connect the dots, is to connect the outside with the inside. So whenever we see that we become obsessed with the outside, is to see that, hey, that is just a reflection for what I want on the inside. And when we see that Instagram perfect girl, we can identify that actually We do not want to look like her on the outside, but we want to have that beauty that she has on the outside, on the inside. So we can think of how much time she spends investing in her outer appearance and retouching herself, hair and makeup, working her body so she looks the best. We can think of that effort and apply it for the inside. We're like, what if I would put that much effort in working on myself, retouching my flaws, cultivating virtues? That is when we hit the jackpot. And we need to become like these tiny, innocent little baby ducklings that were just born last night. Look at them, enjoying life, swimming away, completely clueless that they're gonna be slaughtered for duck meat in a few months, not comparing themselves with the other baby ducklings. This baby duckling doesn't say, these other baby ducklings are better than me. He's just like, look at him. He's like, I'm so fluffy. I'm so fluffy. Baby duckling, this is your moment to shine. This is your moment in the spotlight, baby duckling. Do you know this is your only moment, well, in this short life of yours that you're gonna be in front of the camera? This baby duckling doesn't care about that. He doesn't care about fame. He just wants to be with his brothers. He just wants to be with his brothers, swimming away. Go, baby duckling, go. But we kind of are these baby ducklings, because in the grand scheme of things, time is relative, and our 80 years on Earth can be as long as one baby duckling day. Yes, yes! This is the cutest moment of my life, I swear to God. Baby ducklings, come here a little bit. I need you, my actors, come here. Dăm excursie.
E momentul adevărului. Ta-na-na-na. Hai mă, Monica, că e așa de frumoasă, wow! Și e și comodă, nu știu cum ai reușit. E foarte comodă.
Da, și mie se pare. E foarte ușor să o pui.
E foarte ușor să o pui. Beautiful, Monica, mulțumesc mult de tot.
Cu drag, Ivana.
Deci, mâinile tale merită o statuie cât au muncit să lucreze. Mulțumesc enorm, deci este atât de frumoasă.
E one of my favorite things that I ever did for you.
So fluffy.